Have you ever wondered why you're alive? Have you ever felt like you were missing something in life? Purpose? Meaning? Have you ever wondered how life came to be? These same questions have been asked by millions before us, stretching back to the beginning of time. They aren't simple questions, and they certainly don't have easy answers. But they are questions that must be asked. According to the Florida State University's Department of Philosophy, the term philosophy quite literally means love of wisdom. In a broad sense, philosophy is an activity people undertake when they seek to understand fundamental truths about themselves, the world in which they live, and their relationships to the world and each other. As an academic discipline, philosophy is much the same. Those who study philosophy are perpetually engaged in asking, answering, and arguing for their answers to life's most basic questions. Philosophy, at its core, is about curiosity and exploration. It's a quest for understanding the mysteries of existence. It is an ancient discipline that seeks to understand the fundamental nature of reality. Philosophers ponder over questions that may seem abstract, but are deeply rooted in our everyday lives. What is the meaning of life? What is justice? Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that delves into the fundamental nature of reality. It addresses the most basic and profound questions about existence and the universe. Metaphysicians explore concepts such as being, existence, objects, and their properties, as well as space and time. For example, they might ponder whether abstract entities like numbers exist independently of human thought, or whether reality is purely physical or has a spiritual dimension. Metaphysical inquiries often include questions like, what is the nature of reality? Which seeks to understand the essence of what is real versus what is illusory. And, do we have free will? Which examines whether human actions are determined by causal laws, or if we can act independently of such constraints. Epistemology, the study of knowledge, focuses on understanding the nature, scope, and limits of human knowledge. It asks questions such as, what is knowledge? To determine what distinguishes true knowledge from mere belief. Epistemologists also explore, how do we know what we know? Which examines the processes and methods through which knowledge is acquired. Additionally, epistemology addresses the limits of human understanding by questioning what we can know for certain and what remains beyond our grasp. This branch of philosophy evaluates the reliability and validity of our beliefs and develops a coherent framework for understanding the world. Ethics, or moral philosophy, examines the values that guide human behavior. It addresses questions about what is right and wrong, good and evil, and the nature of justice. Ethical inquiries might include, what is the right thing to do, which seeks to determine the morally correct course of action in various situations, and what constitutes a just society, which explores the principles of justice in social structures. Ethics is divided into several subfields. Normative ethics, theories about how people ought to behave. Applied ethics, specific moral issues like medical ethics or environmental ethics. Meta-ethics, the nature of moral judgments and the meaning of ethical terms. Logic is the study of reasoning and argumentation. It emphasizes the principles of valid reasoning and the structure of arguments. Logicians analyze the forms of arguments to distinguish between valid and invalid reasoning, ensuring that conclusions follow logically from premises. For example, in deductive logic, if the premises are true and the argument is valid, the conclusion must also be true. Logic also includes the study of fallacies, which are errors in reasoning that undermine the validity of arguments. By mastering logic, individuals learn to construct clear and persuasive arguments, evaluate the arguments of others, and think critically about complex issues. Logic is foundational to all areas of philosophy and is essential for clear communication. Aesthetics explores the nature of beauty, art, and taste. It considers questions about what makes something beautiful or artistically valuable. For instance, aesthetic inquiries might ask, "What is beauty?" which seeks to understand the qualities that contribute to the perception of beauty in objects or experiences, and "What is the value of art?" which examines the significance of art on individuals and society. Aesthetic also explores the relationship between aesthetic experience and emotional response. Political philosophy deals with questions about government, politics, justice, rights, and the role of the state. It explores issues like, what is the best form of government, which seeks to identify the political system that best promotes the well-being of its citizens, and what are the rights of the individual, which examines the freedoms that should be protected by society. Political philosophers also consider the principles of justice, equality, and liberty, and how these ideals can be realized in practice. This branch of philosophy addresses the practical dimensions of political life. Philosophy develops critical thinking skills, which are essential for analyzing and evaluating arguments and ideas. When studying philosophy, individuals learn to question assumptions, identify logical fallacies, and construct coherent arguments. This process fosters the ability to think independently and reason logically. By engaging with philosophical texts, students practice dissecting complex ideas, identifying their strengths and weaknesses, and considering alternative perspectives. These skills are invaluable not only in an academic setting, but also in everyday life, where sound reasoning and the ability to evaluate information critically are necessary for making informed decisions. Philosophy enhances problem-solving abilities by encouraging logical reasoning and systematic thinking. Philosophers are trained to break down complex problems into manageable parts, analyze them from various angles, and explore potential solutions. This methodological approach to problem solving can be applied to a wide range of situations, from personal dilemmas to professional challenges. For example, a philosopher might use ethical theories to address moral conflicts, logical principles to solve problems, or metaphysical concepts to understand existential questions. By learning to approach problems with a structured and analytical mindset, individuals become better equipped to tackle difficult issues and find effective solutions. Studying philosophy teaches ethical awareness and moral reasoning, which are crucial for making principled decisions. Philosophical inquiry into ethics involves examining what it means to live a good life, what constitutes right and wrong actions, and how to balance competing moral values. This exploration helps individuals develop a nuanced understanding of ethical principles and their application. Whether dealing with personal relationships, professional conduct, or societal issues, philosophy provides a framework for evaluating actions and making choices that align with one's values. Philosophy nurtures intellectual curiosity and a lifelong love of learning. It encourages individuals to explore profound questions and seek wisdom beyond conventional knowledge. Philosophers are driven by a desire to understand the nature of reality. This quest for knowledge extends beyond academic pursuits and into everyday life. Philosophers continuously search for meaning and understanding by engaging with diverse philosophical ideas and perspectives. Philosophy helps individuals clarify their values. By exploring questions about the meaning and purpose of life, people can gain a clearer sense of direction and make more informed decisions. For instance, existential philosophy encourages self-reflection and personal responsibility, prompting individuals to consider what truly matters to them. This introspection can lead to a more fulfilling life, as individuals align their actions with their core values. Knowledge of philosophy equips individuals with critical thinking skills that are essential for recognizing and resisting manipulation. Philosophers like Socrates emphasized the importance of questioning assumptions and scrutinizing arguments. By learning to identify logical fallacies and rhetorical tricks, individuals can better protect themselves from deceptive practices, whether in advertising, politics, or interpersonal relationships. This intellectual vigilance ensures that people are less likely to be taken advantage of and can make more informed choices. Many people go through life unaware of the deeper motivations driving their behaviors and desires. Philosophy encourages introspection and self-awareness, helping individuals uncover the underlying reasons for their actions. For example, ethical philosophy examines the motivations behind moral choices, while psychoanalytic philosophy delves into the subconscious influences on behavior. By understanding these deeper layers, individuals can gain greater control over their lives. Philosophy provides tools that can lead to self-exploration. It helps individuals question their beliefs, confront their fears, and understand their emotions. By engaging with philosophical ideas, people can uncover aspects of themselves they were previously unaware of, leading to greater self-knowledge and self-acceptance. In the words of Socrates, philosophy begins in wonder. This wonder leads us to ask the profound questions that define our existence. Why are we here? What is our purpose? How should we live our lives? These are not questions with simple answers, but they are essential to the human experience. Philosophy, with its pursuit of wisdom, offers us the tools to explore these questions deeply. Philosophy is not just an academic discipline, but a way of life. It challenges us to think deeply, live ethically, and pursue wisdom. So as you ponder the mysteries of existence, remember that philosophy is there to guide you. Let it lead you on a journey of discovery and enlightenment. For when we understand philosophy, we come to understand ourselves and the world.